CETV presents the exciting mid-season finale and the official kickoff for the summer season, all on week 9 of America's favorite virtual sports entertainment program, ChaoRacing 2023. Everyone is on the clock and ready to go. Let's have a chaorace! And to start off our annual kickoff to the summer season, we have Odyssey Jenkins and Rusty Jackington teaming up against Buster Jabo and Patrick Garner on this parallel course. They push the balls to the other side of the rainbow path, and here they come midway towards finish line, and it looks like Buster Jabo leads Patrick Garner for the victory. What a fine win for Buster and Patrick to start off our week 9 action. And now, here's your host, brandonshannings. Hello, chaoracing fans! We're at the mid-season finale mark of our 69th season of chaoracing 2023, and it's gonna be a good one. Paulsycamore, welcome back to the announcing booth. That's right, and I want to say a big thank you to last week's guest announcer, Ian Mossman. He has done a very good job substituting for me while I took a week's vacation. But now it's great to have me back as our main announcer. That's right, Paul, and we promise we will not disappoint our chaoracing fans with 12 exciting action-packed races, including the main event where Gary Coles Dominick P will try to complete the Superstar of the Week trilogy. By now, a big congratulations to Buster Jabo and Patrick Garner for winning the first race on the Pearl course this week. We'll find out who will prepare race number 2 in a bit, but right now, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Week 9 of chaoracing 2023 is sponsored by Dunkin, the executive proud partner of CETV. Alright, Brandon Shannings and Paulsycamore are ready to go on the action as we approach the mid-season finale part of our 69th season of chaoracing 2023. Paul, let's hear about race number 2. Alright, race number 2 will have Kenny Days and the world champion Bobby K teaming up against Austin Gerald and Casey Richardson. Kenny and Bobby have an impressive 2-0 record after 2 tag team races thus far. Will they continue the undefeated run this season? We'll have to find out right now. Please start the race. And there goes Bobby K. His speed strategy paid off for most of his 6 wins so far this season. Let's hope this one will pay off as well. There he goes, trying to maintain momentum, trying to get one step closer towards a chance at repeating as the world champion and also a redemption for a tag team championship as well. As the first superstar against Beavers on this week's show is his partner, Kenny Days. He's cheering on Bobby K with all his might and spirit as the Bobby Mater makes its way towards the finish line. And as number 1 takes Spears trying to wake up from his nap, you can tell me one up for Bobby K, lifting Kenny Days for the victory. And they improved to 3-0 to finish off this half of the season. As number 2 will get the last view as he leaves number 8 and does. What a deal by Kenny and Bobby. Yeah, if they keep it up, they'll reach the tag team championship in no time. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. And now for race number 3, who do we have again, Paul? We have Brooks Robinson and TJ Edwards taking on OJ Upton and Kim Dickersburg for race number 3. Brooks and TJ are still looking for their first win of the tag team season, while OJ and Kim look for their second tag team victory. Here's how the lineup forms, and we go over to the Sapphire course of the Chao Stadium. Good luck to these 2 teams. Let's spark this race. Alright, let's see how well the game plan works on this race tonight. And number 1 was Gordon West, so he'll be left behind in the competition for a while. Right now, it is TJ Edwards battling with number 7 as he leads his partner for the lead. Here comes Brooks, TJ, and number 7 making their way towards the wall. And number 7 is quarterback. So Brooks and TJ will have a little bit of breathing room. And number 8 takes the opening speed bus, just as Kim Nickersberg went to rest. So now Kim Nickersberg will have to drop down to 7th place. But number 1 is the real deal, who is really left behind in the competition. They're coming up to Stonewall in the come on. As the superstar gets speed bus number 2 is TJ Edwards. They've been really needing wins for the 2023 tag team season, and it looks like this may be the time for the first win tonight. Number 7 still leading over number 8 for the lead of 4-7 Chao, and here comes number 8 with the next speed bus. That makes his second speed bus in the race, and he manages to take the lead up from number 7 as Brooks Robinson and TJ Edwards get the first tag team win of the 2023 season. And look at this, number 7 takes back the lead for number 8 over the 4-7 Chao with the next speed bus. What a deal by number 7, and that will do it for this race. So Brooks and TJ are on the board for the first time this season. Yep, no winners this week. Let's hope to keep it up. Back in the bit, do not go away. Alright, Paul, let's continue our mid-season finale week with race number 4. And for race number 4, we have Steven Robinson and Bruno Alonso, who were last year's Tag Team Championship runners-up, versus Jeff Parson and Dick Steiner. So the next race is going to be held on the movie course. Good luck to these two teams on a quest for victory, and let's rock this place! And there goes Steven Robinson leading the way ahead of Dick Steiner. Steven and Dick leaving the competition in us, but only one of them will emerge victorious and can make the partner a winner this week. Who's going to get to the finish right first? It looks like Steven's going to get there first. Steven Robinson and Bruno Alonso win, as Bruno Alonso will get speed bus. The path to redemption is looking stronger than ever for Steven and Bruno. That's why, and there's more Sammy coming up. Do not go away. Now we have two teams who are trying desperately to get wins on the board for the 2023 season. Paul, tell us why. Alright, race number 5, we'll have Chip Soubey and Ernie Sanchez taking on Michael Clayton and Eric Crosby. These four Chao have been struggling to get wins for the 2023 season, so they really need to get back on schedule if they want to qualify for next year's 2024 season roster. Let's see which team has got what it takes to get back on the right track. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the race! Alright, so on the park course, they just had to push the ball to the other side on the wing path, and then the first team to make it across finish line, regardless of the standing, will be declared the winners. And right now, here comes Eric Crosby making his way towards finish line, and Eric Crosby with Michael Clayton for the victory. That's right, Michael and Eric are back on the right track, and there's more something coming up. Do not go away. And now it's time for race number 6, Paul. That's why we'll be halfway done with our mid-season finale after we say race number 6 will feature Jay Flinningham and Leon Nesta battling with Larry Monroe and Barry Winfred. So this is the second Amethyst course matchup of the day. The players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! Alright, so when they approach the bridges, they can either stick with the bridges and play safe, or try to go get them for the water path, or eventually make it to the top of the hill. But no matter what, we're competing for the best standing possible. And it looks like Barry Winfred is going to be heading for the water. As number 1 also heading for one takes speed bus. Look at his Barry Winfred strategy with a shortcut. He paid off nicely, and he is going to lift Larry Monroe for the victory. Larry Monroe and Barry Winfred win with Barry's shortcut strategy. And Larry Monroe is super happy with Barry's result. He gets the next best. Yes, well, even if he's going to pass, he's going to join Barry Winfred in a celebration momentarily. And right now, numbers 2, 8, and 7 are getting left behind the competition. As number 1, who dominates over the 4-0 Chao and passing a couple of sweeping Chao, will close out the speed bus. So, totally went up for Larry Marvel and Bang Friend. That's right. Coming up, we got more action for you, but first, have a look at this. Alright, Paul, let's get the second half of week 9 underway with race number 7. For race number 7, we have Raymond Hill and Ricky Nelson versus Peter Foles and Raleigh Chesters. This is the second Sapphire Course race of the week. Let's see how they'll fare in this one. Good luck to the next 2 teams on their continuing quest to hunt for a tag team championship. Please start the race. And it looks like Ricky Nelson is quarterback, and so is Raymond Hill. That will give Peter Foles and Riley Chesters full control of the opening edge, with Riley Chesters battling with number 2 and number 8 up in the front. Looks like Peter Foles assigned the possible one, so Riley Chesters has to deal with all by himself and number 2. But Ricky Nelson is not giving up on catching up to Riley Chesters in a hurry. As number 2 will start the speed bus, he wasn't going to rest, but now he maintains the lead over the 4-3 Chao with 4th place. And as they climb up the wall, it is our leader, Riley Chesters, who trying to maintain the lead over Ricky Nelson with his second speed bus. Riley Chesters had the opening edge advantage, but can Raymond and Ricky catch up to our leader, Riley Chesters? Well, here comes Raymond Hill with next speed bus. Ricky went a little too far, but Raymond was able to make the pass from Riley Chesters. Now Raymond has the privilege to defend the lead over Riley Chesters. And Riley Chesters with second speed is trying one last effort to stay alive. But Raymond Hill lifts Ricky Nelson for the victory with that speed bus. So after Riley Chesters had full control of the opening edge, it was Raymond and Ricky who got the win in the very end. That's right, Raymond's speed bus paid off, and there's more assembly coming up. Do not go away. That was a pretty good race for these 2 competing teams from race number 7. Now let's simple up race number 8, Paul. Alright, we got Ramon Shorty and teaming up with Tess Everett as they prepare to face Alex Markinson and Tate Miller on the second Ruby Course contest of the night. There's looking to line up, and the players are lined up and ready to go. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! Alright, our mid-season finale continues in full gear with Alex Markinson leading the way ahead of his partner Tate Miller, who is battling with number 7 for second place right behind him. Looks like Alex Markinson and Tate Miller are going to win this one, yep. As number 2, that's where he gets speed bus. Alex Markinson and Tate Miller win. They get the job done here tonight. That's right, Paul. And who will win in the next race? We'll soon know after we hear word from Ness. Well, Paul, we got more exciting Chao races ahead coming up, including the main event. That's right, Gary and Dominic will be trying to go for the 3rd and final tag team main event victory later on in the show. But now, for race number 9, we have a very interesting race. We have Ben Henderson and Mitch Carmel squaring off against Vance Alfred Portis and Joshua Samore. Ben, Mitch, and Vance have been winless for the entire season at 0-8. So at least one of these Chao will get on the board for the first time this season. Of course, the 2 tag teams are still searching for the first tag team victory of the season too. Don't forget about that. But anyway, let's see which team has got what it takes to get on the board for the first time in the Chao racing season. There's looking to line up, and we go back to the Pearl Course. This is the 3rd and final Pearl Course race of the week. So we place balls on the field once again, and wish these next 2 teams best of luck in hoping to get a win. Please start the race! And Josh Samore is quarterback, which means Ben Henderson and Mitch Carmel will have a 2-on-1 opening edge advantage over Vance Alfred Portis. Will the strategy pay off? Will Mitch finally get a win for his 2023 debut season? Yes, he will be. Mitch Carmel leads Ben Henderson for the victory. So Mitch Carmel gets his first career victory. That's right, and Ben and Mitch are on the board for the first time in their tag team season. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. Alright, Paul, we got 3 more races left on our schedule for our mid-season finale. So, tell us all about race number 10. Thank you, Brandon. Race number 10 will have Bryson Dorrance and Nolan Helms teaming up against Daniel Heaton and Annie Barn-Glover. This is the third and final race on the AFS course for this week, so best of luck to the next 2 teams on a continuing quest for victory. Let's rock this place! And Annie Barn-Glover is quarterback. That will give Bryson Dorrance and Nolan Helms a 2-on-1 opening edge advantage. We'll soon find out if it will pay off or not in the only one. Right now, Nolan Helms is leading Bryson Dorrance to a 2-on-1 advantage over Daniel Heaton as they make their way towards pitches. And one is still a challenge heading for the water as the first superstar to get speed boost is Bryson Dorrance, who's trying to maintain momentum for the lead for his team. And right now, Annie Barn-Glover trying to catch up after forcing to go to rest at the start of the race. Right now, he is battling with number 1 for 6th place behind the competition. And number 7, who is way behind the competition, takes speed boost number 2. And right now, Nolan Helms has this race all wrapped up, ladies and gentlemen. Down, he will now be able to catch up to him in time. And Bryce Dorrance with second PS, but that doesn't really matter. He and Nolan Helms are our winners, with no one coming in first place. The 2-on-1 opening edge paid off nicely. That's right, they get an easy victory, and we'll find out who will prevail in the next race in a bit. But right now, let's hear a word from this. And now, winding down on mid-season finale week, we have race number 11. And those 2 dancing boys, Gary Dayton and Ethan Kingsley, prepare to dance off with Donald Rennings and Corey Sanchester. So, this is the last Sapphire course race of the week. And then we'll have our big race on the Emerald course in the next segment. But right now, let's find out who will win this race. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the race! Alright, so while Gary and Dominic prepare to defend the main event championship for the 3rd time, Garrett Dayton is leading Ethan Kingsley in this Sapphire course race. Looks like Ethan Kingsley is going to rest alone number 1. So now Garrett Dayton is pausing for a moment. That'll give Corey Sanchez time to catch up. As number 2 will start the speed rest for this race, and Corey Sanchester is going to rest. Right now, Garrett Dayton is battling with Donald Rennings for the lead up in the very front, as all 8 Chao climb up the stone wall, and now Garrett and Donald are heading to the top of the wall, and Donald Rennings is going to stay away with speed bus number 2, trying to battle with Garrett Dayton, trying to make a statement in the early run. It's a close battle between Garrett and Donald heading into the home stretch. Even Kingsley not too far behind in 3rd place. As number 2 will get number 10. That makes his 2nd speed bus on the race. And Donald Rennings prevails over Garrett Dayton. He's going to hold off Garrett for the victory. Donald Rennings and Corey Sanchez to win with Donald's speed bus. As number 2 gets back-to-back speed bus, making his 3rd speed bus to the race. So Donald Rennings with his speed bus pays off the win against Garrett Dayton. That's right, Donald and Corey are winners, and we'll find out who will prevail in the main event after we hear a word from this. Well, we have come to the end of the first half of our 69th season of ChaoRacing 2023. So once again, it's time for us to say, it's main event time. That's right, Brandon. Our returning champions for week 9, Gary Coles and Dominick P have won 2 straight main event victories, and they're on an impressive hot streak as right now for the defending tag team champions. The challengers, Thomas Lee Guetta and Ryan Hauser, also have an impressive 2-0 record heading into today's race. But only one of these 2 teams will get to improve to 3-0 and be undefeated for this half of the 69th season of chaoracing, and we'll soon know how this race will fare for these teams later on. And the main event race for weeknight's action is presented by our executive power partner Dunkin. During the past 9 weeks, Dunkin has contributed more than $3.6 million in special donations across the United States. Help keep sending in those special donations is handy, and help keep America money on Dunkin. So, will a third and final main event victory be necessary for Gary and Dominic? Or will Thomas and Eli get a chance to become the new champions? There's only one way to find out. Let's have a chaorace! And Dominick P is quarterback. That means Thomas and Eli will have a 2-on-1 opening edge advantage ahead of Gary Coles. Right now, they're shooting palm trees and they're going to eat the food, and there goes Gary Coles, best team down the line, and he's quarterback. So Thomas and Eli will have full control of the upper hand for that team. But anything can happen in the chaoracing universe, and it's anybody's game, as the first superstar against people is number 8, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Eli Hauser has reached the other side of the wide path, trying to help Thomas win ground and maintain momentum, maintain a huge lead ahead of the other team. And there goes Eli making the way towards top hill, as number 1, who really needs help catching up to the crowd, takes speed race number 2. Take a look at point number 8. He has to join number 1 for dear life all the way back. We have passed the 1 minute mark, and number 8 will get another speed bus. That makes his second speed bus of the race. So far, it is Eli Hauser who has command of the lead, with Gary Coles rapidly trying to make a statement in second place. As we head back into number 8. Now catching up to number 7 and 2 for the lead with a force of a Chao in the back. Gary Coles still has some time for help from his fans if he wants to complete the trilogy. As number 2 will get the next command speed bus. And poor number 1 and poor number 7 are getting left behind the competition all the way back. Which one going to get some help for the crowd? It's number 1, making his second speed bus of the race. And look at this. Gary Coles now getting momentum over Eli Hauser. Gary trying to defend the lead over Thomas Lingo and Eli Hauser. As number 8 will get number 10, making his first speed bus of the race. Gary Coles has the lead. Eli Hauser trying making one last effort to stay alive. But as number 2 gets his second speed bus, Gary Coles is going to hold on for the trilogy. Gary Coles and Dominick P win the third and final main event for the season. Unbelievable effort, as number 2 closes out the main event with back-to-back spears. So the trilogy is complete for Gary and Dominic. That's right, we'll have 2 new tag teams on our next tag team main event. We'll be back right after this. So congratulations to all of our winners. Of course, everyone is a winner here in the chaoracing universe itself. And a special well done to Gary Coles and Dominick P. They completed the Tag Team of the Week trilogy with 3 main event victories in a row. That means we'll have 2 new tag teams compete for the next tag team main event, which will occur on week 12 in the fall. And I'd like to thank all of our staff, including our executive producer, Joe Billingston, and all the writers, producers, and directors, and all the cameramen, and of course, all the fans of the chaoracing universe themselves for help making a successful 69th season for the first half. Now, we'll be back in August to present the fall preview show, and then the official return of the 69th season in September, where we will have our Superstars and the debut of our 2023 chaoracing Divas for the women's division. Until then, this is Brandon Shannings signing out one last time for this half of the summer. Keep on smiling, have a great summer vacation, and so long, everybody! Chaoracing 2023 has been sponsored by our executive power partner, Dunkin. This is paulsycamore speaking. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on all the Casey's ChaoEmperor videos. And keep watching for more exciting action here on America's favorite virtual sports entertainment program, chaoracing 2023. We'll see you in the fall, everybody. Chao Racing 2023 has been a CETV production.